Welcome to the video today, guys. It's Jordan back today with another video. And in today's video, we're going to take a look at this 4-hour chart right here for Bitcoin and see why we could be breaking out to the upside extremely soon. But there also is a possibility that we get rejected and continue back down. We're also going to take a look at my next possible trade for Bitcoin. And also at the end of this video, we're going to take a look at Ethereum and Cardano. We're going to look at both of those charts to see what is going on with those two coins as well. All right, guys, so if that sounds good to you guys are new to the channel, end up enjoying today's content, make sure you guys don't forget to smack that subscribe button right down below. All right, now let's jump right on into the 4-hour chart here for Bitcoin. Now, what is going on here for Bitcoin? Well, we could have a possibility of a inverse head and shoulders pattern going on right here, guys. You can see we got the left shoulder right here. We got our head right here. So what I'm waiting for now is for us to continue down, either get a bounce at our current level that we're at right now and round out and break this neckline. Now our neckline right now as it stands would approximately be about 55,178, but obviously this is a downward sloping neckline, so it's going to kind of depend on where we do break out, where that actual price is. But you guys can draw this on your charts, draw this trend line back down, and this is our neckline. Now, we still could go possibly a little bit lower on this trade, right? You can see we had a wick on this left shoulder down here to this level at approximately 54,000. So it's still possible that we could go a little bit lower, wick down, come back up like this, and then break out to the upside. And then you guys would see we have that beautiful inverse head and shoulders pattern moving up. So what would be our possible breakout if that was to happen? If we take our top to our bottom here and we extrapolate that at our breakout point, that would give us a approximate target, guys, of somewhere upwards of about 61,200, which puts us right in that general realm of our local high up here, guys, right about in that same spot. Now, this is only confirmed if these three things are met, fellas. It's only confirmed if we do break this neckline, right? It's only confirmed if we see a big volume spike, a big green volume spike, okay? And it's only confirmed if we obviously make this right shoulder, okay? If that doesn't happen, then obviously we can write it off. I would like to see a 4-hour close above that line to confirm it for me, or even an hourly close would do it for me to confirm this trade for me, guys, all right? So make sure you guys are watching out for that. The reason why we did get rejected at this last point was, you guys can see down here, we did have some bearish divergence right here. You guys can see higher highs in price and RSI, lower highs on the price action, which did push us back to the downside, which makes a lot of sense. So are we going to be forming this inverse head and shoulders, guys? Well, we have to wait and see it for it to be confirmed for us to round out on this right shoulder. But that's my possible bullish scenario there if we do break to the upside. My bearish scenario, guys, is if, you know, we end up just still getting rejected here, maybe coming back up slightly, and then just continuing down to the bottom of this falling wedge. Now, this looks like a falling wedge to me, fellas. I don't know about you, but we have 3 touches on the bottom. We have about 4 touches on the top now, and we know falling wedges tend to be bullish patterns as well, with the same exact breakout point of our actual inverse head and shoulders, which is pretty funny, which would be actually the top of the first touch, right? Which would push us somewhere around right around 60,000. So that makes a lot of sense and a lot of confluence on that. Look for this possible trade, guys, if we do end up breaking this neckline and getting at least an hourly close and some volume to support that claim. Okay, now let's jump on into the Bitcoin on the daily chart. You guys can see we have a bunch of similar different things going on here, right? So you guys know yesterday we had that huge daily bullish divergence that pushed us up to the upside. You can see the last 3 times we've gotten that daily divergence, right, on the RSI. You can see higher lows in the price action, higher lows in the price action, lower lows on the RSI, lower lows on the RSI. Same thing down here. If we zoom in slightly here, you guys can see down here in July of 2020, we also had a similar thing, higher lows in price action, lower lows on the RSI on our last 2 swing lows, and you can see what happened after each one of those. We got big monumental moves back up to the upside. The other bullish thing we had on the daily chart, guys, is we did have a bullish green engulfing candle. You can see we had our green candle that was bigger than our red candle, which is a bullish engulfing. You can see that the same thing down here, which led to a price rise, right? Let me clear this chart out slightly for you guys. You can see right here, right? We also had a big green candle that engulfed that red candle there. If we go down a little lower, right, every one of these dips has these bullish engulfing candles. We talked about this yesterday, but I did want to reiterate the fact that we did have another bullish engulfing candle there, guys. Another one here, right? So every one of these dips starts with a daily engulfing candle. And that's pretty bullish to me. It doesn't mean we have to pump up straight away. We could still consolidate slightly down or sideways, and even create a double bottom. The other thing that I did notice is on most of all these dips, we do create somewhat of a double bottom, especially on the 4-hour chart. When we do get that divergence, we do create some type of double bottom. So just be wary of a possible double bottom coming in for Bitcoin if the bearish sense goes on. All right. So last thing I want to look at is it always still is possible, guys. Always keep this in mind. It always is possible that we still come back down to that 10-week or 20-week moving average. Right now, they'll still sit at the same spots. 39,358 is our 20-week moving average, and 48,339 is still our 10-week moving average. As we know, Bitcoin comes back down to those every single time on our dips on the way up, especially in 2017, always came back down to those lines. Okay, so just keep that aware that we always still can come back to those if this inverse head and shoulders doesn't actually end up playing out. Now, that's Bitcoin, guys. That's Bitcoin. Watch for this inverse head and shoulders. Watch for the possible direction and continue back down if we get rejected from this trend line. All right. Now let's switch over to Ethereum. We're going to look at Ethereum and Cardano real quick, guys. Ethereum looks very similar to Bitcoin, where it actually has a horizontal neckline, where it's a little bit easier to read, right? We got our left shoulder, we got our head, and if we continue to round out here on Ethereum, we would end up having that right shoulder as well if we do continue to round out. But that's obviously only if we continue to round out. Now on the 4-hour chart here for Ethereum, you can see our last 3 dips, right, for Ethereum have actually come back down to exactly the same point on the 4-hour, right? You can see right here from January, we wicked right down to that trend line, fellas. You can see right here, back in February, we came right down to that level, and you can see exactly where we're right now, right? We came right back to that level right here. So 3 times in a row, we came back down to this trend line, and we actually got moving higher. Will we continue to move up higher in that trend line? Well, we're going to have to wait and see, fellas. We're going to have to wait and see for Ethereum. But same thing, I am liking this possible inverse head and shoulders that plays out. If it doesn't play out, obviously we could come back down and make a double bottom somewhere around 15,070 if that doesn't end up playing out. All right, so that's Ethereum, fellas. Let's switch on over Cardano. What do we have Cardano right now? Cardano, on the other hand, actually looks like it's creating a nice little ascending triangle, which we know is a bullish pattern for Cardano, right? You can see right here, guys, we've gotten higher lows consistently here for Cardano, right? Consistently gotten higher lows, and we've gotten rejected at the same point on the top twice, creating a ascending triangle, which means that sellers are getting exhausted on this asset. Now, if we take our possible breakout point, let's take from our top of this triangle to our bottom, right, and we extrapolate that upwards at our possible breakout point, it's going to give us a breakout target for Cardano at about $2.02 if we end up breaking this to the upside. Now, obviously, we need to get that volume breakout as well. We also need to break this top line here in order to confirm that, fellas. But as of right now, that's what I'm looking for at Cardano. It looks very bullish. We also had bullish divergence on the daily chart yesterday as well, where we got higher lows and price action, lower lows on the RSI. Perfect. Now it's pushing us back to the upside, and let's see if we can get continued price action to at least get back to the top here at approximately about $1.45. All right, so that's the video today, fellas. Just wanted to touch quickly on Bitcoin, Ethereum, and Cardano. I will be live streaming tonight from 7 p.m. to 10 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, so make sure you guys are looking out for the live stream as always. Hope you guys enjoyed today's video. If you did, smack the subscribe button if you did enjoy it. Hit that like button for me. All right, let's spam that freaking like button. All right, and I'll see you guys over in the live stream shortly. All right, peace out.